What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. RJ here. Today we're going to discuss second part of my video discussing how AP gain and Fury gain works in the game Fallout Shelter Online. Side note, I wasn't planning on making it into a two-part video, but testing Fury gain took so long and some editing mishap happened that I needed to take a break. But now I'm ready to show my results. But if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I suggest that you first watch that so you can understand what we're going to talk about now. Let's see how I think Fury Gain works. This is the summary of my testing that I've done. I won't include the extensive video of my testing methodology here. If you guys want to see that, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment that you want to see that video and I'll make it for you. I actually need to control two variables. MacReady here, the enemy, can deal critical damage. So during testing, sometimes he will do critical, sometimes he won't. So I had to make another set of data for that. And then of course, we need to measure if I'm using the set here and then no set here. How did I go about doing this? I actually tried to eyeball this yellow bar and how much or where it will reach at the same time. So at the same time here 255. So as for example this here, the yellow bar is just beneath her chin around the scarf. But when we quit the set, you can see that actually above the chin, nearer to the lips. Which is actually fine for some people, but I couldn't rest that seeing that it you gain more by a chin's length. So I tried to be more specific. So I went in and tried to do picture measurements. So using my 1920 by 1080 monitor, I measured pixels of the whole poster, totaling around 161 pixels. And then the height of this yellow bar. I summarized it here in my Excel file. Yes, I also did an Excel file. I love me my Excel. Just to explain this, you can pause the video after I explain. So phase 1, this is actually 255 the time. That's phase 1. Both Desdemona and the enemy attack each other. So there's actually defensive AP, Fury gain, and offensive AP in this factor. Next, phase 2 is this one, 252 the time. Desdemona is almost going to attack, but she did receive damage as compared to here because MacReady attacked faster than the others. Phase 2 only considers defensive AP and Fury gain. This is the difference between phase 1 and phase 2. And then of course the max pixels. As you can see here, we always gain more AP when we receive critical damage. So that's what we can expect. As I've said before, if you receive more damage, you will receive more AP. What we're trying to find out is how much of that defensive AP is actually defensive AP and not Fury gain. So we're looking for phase 2. Here in phase 2, without the attachment, so no Fury gain boost, we only receive 112 pixels of AP. But when we equip the set bonus, we have 135 pixels of AP. 23 pixels of AP or around 14% increase just by using the set. It's still not definitive numbers on how much Fury gain is as compared to defensive AP, but we know that the set does something. Not quite the 40% that we were expecting from the set. Where's that set? Okay, not the 40% that we were expecting, but at least we still gain 14%. Is that big enough? I'd say no. In a short battle lasting like this one, for around 5 seconds and 10 seconds, you're not going to get the most out of that set or that 40% bonus for Fury gain. However, if we go back to DNB's Gaming PH testing analysis, he used here Strong. Strong doesn't have dodge as well, and he's much more tanky, so he can last longer in that fight. So instead of lasting around 10 seconds, he lasted off actually the full 3 minutes here without the sets. Here I actually have a problem here because without the set bonus, Strong died before the 3 minutes was up. That's because he lost the 7% HP that the bonus gives. So the set gives actually 7% HP. While on this testing side, without the set bonus, he actually used another set bonus that gave him a total of 14% more HP. That's why Strong lasted the full minute. Strong would actually finish the test here as well. And he would actually get one more extra attack or skill use that remaining 10 seconds before he died. So is that enough? So in a span of 3 minutes, you get one extra skill attack. That actually can mean the difference between life and death in certain matchups, especially if you're using Kate, which has the ability to stun. That extra time that you can stun is actually a lifesaver, especially if you're going to attack or if you're going for PvE and you're attacking harder bosses that has timings. As people don't know, you can use your stun to stop bosses from attacking, so they won't be using their one-shot killing attacks on you. So that's very important. So just to summarize, AP is a factor of both offensive AP and defensive AP. Offensive AP is gained by just normal attacks by your heroes, not by using their skills. And it depends on the cooldowns that their skills describe. So short or long. For defensive AP, there's two parts, defensive AP and then Fury Gain. Defensive AP depends on when you get damage, and Fury Gain as well when you get damage. However, the more damage you take, the more AP you will make. And I think Fury Gain is actually more of how much more damage you will get. And defensive AP is much more constant, similar to offensive AP. I hope this video was helpful, guys. Don't forget to leave a like or comment or suggestions of what you think is Fury Gain. I'd really like to hear your thoughts and opinions. And remember, this is still just a theory, so there's no definitive proof yet. But I hope this actually explains somewhat what Fury Gain is. Thanks for watching. Can anyone know what this is? Countering stance. What is this countering stance?